This time on Norfolk Perspectives, we're talking about code enforcement, but more importantly than that, how can you get engaged in making our quality of life, your quality of life in Norfolk, even better? Tourism Week is coming up. You know, we have tourists in town, but we also have a tourist industry that we want to celebrate. And Dance Theater of Harlem is a vital part of our community, but also part of the Virginia Arts Festival, right here on Norfolk Perspectives. Stay tuned. Welcome to Norfolk Perspectives. I'm Bob Batcher. Okay, when you think about quality of neighborhood, what do you think about? You think about what the conditions of the houses are like or apartments in your neighborhood, but maybe your next door neighbor. Well, we got two people on the sofa. They're going to talk about how we can connect up and really work together as a team. Halima Arias, Administrative Services Manager for Impact.
Yes.
Also known as the Norfolk Cares Assistance Center, right?
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going great.
There is a person with the voice.
Yes.
Because there are thousands of people that call you guys and say, I want to talk about, right?
Yes.
So what's the number?
664-6510.
And for those that watch Norfolk Perspectives, they ought to know that number because I close the show with it all the time. Yes. And sitting next to you is the Norfolk Neighborhood Services Manager, Sherry Johnson. How you doing?
I'm great.
So, okay, Sherry, you started off years ago working with the call center, but now you're on the other end kind of, sort of, aren't you?
I am.
So describe what you do on a daily basis.
Well, in the Department of Neighborhood Quality, we're kind of on the back end a little bit and do the enforcement piece, which is not always the answer to code enforcement in our city. So in Halima's group at the call center, that's, you know, our one connect to the citizens in Norfolk to let us know what's going on in the neighborhoods. You know, if there's a problem, checking on your neighbors. Is there tall grass? Is there trash? You know, that comes through the call center, and then their group lets our group know really where we need to focus in the neighborhoods.
Okay, now that we've established that, it was really cool when I asked you what the phone number was. There's one phone number. Because I remember the days where we produced the Citizen Guide, which I think was, what, 112 pages long with multiple phone numbers.
That kept changing.
That's right. And at what point in time there were how many different departments engaged in one code that could be involved in code enforcement?
Well, you could get 5 or 6 easily.
Up to
with
20
the different.
Maybe. Up to 20?
Yeah, up to 20.
And multiple organizations, too, because you have the health department. Mm-hmm. So rather than having to worry about all that, you just call.
One call does it all.
Number?
664-6510.
So if the viewer doesn't know that number in the next 7 minutes, they'll never know anything else. Okay, but when I talk about thousands of people calling you smile.
That's what we're here for. Each of the ladies who work in the call center, they're citizen service advisors for a reason. We love Norfolk. We actually love talking to people, learning about different things. A lot of the citizens teach us things that we didn't know. So that's why, even though there's thousands of calls and thousands of online requests, we actually love what we do. So it makes me smile.
Cool. Now, you just said something significant. It's not just phone calling.
Right.
There's another way to interact, too, for those that are comfortable using the computer, right?
Yes, there is. And that's through Citizen Request Tracker, which I love. You can go online to norfolk.gov. You can complete basically anything online. You can also submit an iPhone request, which is becoming very popular because you can literally, anywhere you are, just submit your complaint, submit your request, submit your question, and we will respond back to you.
Okay. I know that there was some discussion a long time ago. Is it complaints? Is it comments? Is it concerns? What is it? You don't just get complaints, do you?
No. We get complaints, but we also get service requests, and we also get questions. And we also get compliments. We have people who will ask questions about what's an upcoming Easter event, where can I go? We also get questions about where can I get a monthly parking pass, just a little bit of everything. Anything that you can imagine.
Okay, now, Sherry, when you were over the call center, after you got off the phone with a citizen, you pretty much had to pick up the phone and call that other department, right?
Yeah, we started from, just the pen and paper back in the day, and now it's grown phenomenally. So really, you can get Norfolk City services 24 hours a day.
So when you get off the phone, what happens?
When we get off the phone, we put the request into what's called our impact system, and it automatically sends the concern to the department for action. And so the department takes action, and they make an update to our impact system, and in real time we're able to see what the departments are doing with the service request or complaint.
So you just told me you can measure deliverables.
Yes, and that's important.
And what are you finding?
We're finding that for Norfolk, we're right on target. The good thing about the deliverables and measuring those different types of things is we're able to see, for example, with containers, about how long on average it's taking for containers. So we're able to give citizens a target, rather than we're able to give an actual time frame rather than an estimate based off of those.
And if it's not delivering, then corrective action will be taken with the department.
Yes.
That's the key, is
Yes.
that you can actually have an impact or change. Sherry, you mentioned something, though, that it's not necessarily just complaining, but you're able to see trends in that. And that's where you're able to take it from neighborhood quality.
Yeah, absolutely. With one of the things that we really enjoy about Request Tracker is that once a citizen calls in and they have a concern that's in their neighborhood, once it goes into that system, they're able to see it, they're able to be updated, so they know what's going on. So our citizens are really kept in the loop. Oh, this is going to abatement. We're going to cut that grass. No, that trash will be picked up next week. So we've really become very transparent, and that goes a long way with educating our citizens, so they do know that we're getting the job done. It also keeps us on track as a department because we know you're looking at us. And we have our performance measures. That's one of the things that Halima's group helps us track, is that once we get a concern, we're going to go out, investigate, and document that concern within 72 hours.
Okay. Now, when you go out sometimes, do you find that it may not be the code enforcement that you thought?
It is, and that's one of the other benefits of the call center, is really triaging those kinds of issues with our citizens, educating them, because grass right now is one of our biggest ones, and it has to be 12 inches before it's a code violation. And you and I both know 12 inches is pretty much a wheat field.
Yeah, and we're not talking that
A
one
sprig,
little, yeah.
right.
Throughout.
But that's neighborhood pride, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's just, concern for just the beautification of not only your particular property, but the neighborhood as a whole. You want to come into your neighborhood and you want to feel, proud that you live here and that other neighbors take pride in their yards.
And I think one of the transitions we're starting to see is sometimes those calls are coming in just to kind of let you know, but then also because they're going to take action themselves through their civic league, through their neighborhood block. And that's where, in the introduction, I talked about the partnership comes in, right? Are you starting to see that?
Yes, I'm definitely starting to see that. We're starting to see just neighbors calling in and saying, we noticed a couple of lots, but what we've decided to do is we're going to get a couple of kids together over the summer, and we're going to take care of those lots. But if we can't, we will contact you to let you know that this needs to be addressed. So they're taking proactive measures on their own.
Isn't it cool where we could just be a backup? Because we can have code enforcement, but a neighborhood working together can really develop a whole new set of standards. Because our code enforcement is based on minimums, right?
Yeah, it's just state minimums. So that's always our last option, is that code enforcement that has to go to court. We want abatement. That's our goal, is to have the grass cut, to have your house taken care of. We want to work with the citizens and civic leagues to make sure that they have those neighborhoods that are healthy and safe.
Okay. Well, on that note, what's the number?
664-6510.
Sherry, what's the number?
664-6510.
And you'll hear it again at the end of the show, too. We talk about taking things for granted. Our neighborhood quality, we can take for granted, but we can do something about it. Well, guess what? Tourism is the same way. Stay tuned and find out how you can get engaged in our tourism industry. Stay tuned.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. Okay, when you think of restaurants on Granby Street or throughout the city, the zoo. the Botanical Garden, American Rover, Spirit of Norfolk, and I'm going to get in trouble, but those are all a major component of the tourist industry, and yes, you can have an impact on that, and they have an impact on you. Tony DiFilippo, President and CEO of Visit Norfolk. Is that true?
Yes, I am President and CEO.
Okay, and tourism is a major industry.
Yes, sir, it is a major industry, locally and nationally and internationally. In fact, 1 billion people a day traveled internationally last year. 1 billion people a day.
And if I had done it, it would have been 1 billion.
That's
more,
right. But in Norfolk alone, in 2012, according to Virginia Tourism Corporation, visitors spent $727 million in Norfolk.
You got to say that again.
$727 million were spent by visitors in Norfolk in 2012. And it's, I love the word Dr. Cook uses, exogenous revenue. It's revenue that comes from out of the market into the market. So it's revenue, new revenue that's infused into our economy.
Now, Tony, I got to tell you that that's a word that I thought the guest next to you would have possibly used in the defense of the city. He taught it to you? Peter G. Decker III.
Hi, Bob.
Hi there. How's it going?
727 million. I hope you get a percentage of that. Can I be your lawyer, Tony?
I thought you were.
I am Tony's lawyer.
I was going to say, for those that haven't turned the TV on or whatever in the last, I don't know, couple of years, you are an attorney downtown, and I got to say, though, you're also the son of Uncle Pete, right?
Uncle
The
Pete.
rest of us are honorary uncles, but you were actually the son. And that's kind of how you got wrapped up in this, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you're my cousin.
There you go, and I'm proud of it. Let me ask you, why, of all the things you could be involved in, why visit Norfolk?
Because Tony asked, number one. Number two, because I love Norfolk.
You do. This is your hometown, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a great city, the greatest city in the world, if you ask me.
Now you got some siblings that are involved in it too, right?
Yes.
You want to mention their names? Because I'm not going to. How's that?
My brother Paul will be there with us. He's the shy one.
Yeah, sure.
Where's the camera? And my brother Philip, the owner of the Dieg Diner, will also be at this event, and we're really looking forward to it.
And Philip, he understands the impact of tourists, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's one of the frontline guys, and he's been in that industry since he was a teenager. I started out in the hospitality industry, the old ship's cabin, working for Joe Hoggard back in the 70s.
Oh my gosh, what did you do?
I was a busboy.
Did you ever make it past busboy?
I did. I had moved on, ended up working near Old Dominion University at an old place called the 4400 Campus Club, and I know a lot of your viewers remember that great place.
Did you have to write the orders down, or did you keep it all up in here? Did you ever mess them up?
I'm really smart.
Did you ever mess them up?
Often.
So, what kind of tip did you go for?
Big
As big as you could get, huh?
Yeah.
So, but that's significant.
it.
I know. Remember one time we were at a meeting one time and got talking, kind of went around the room, and everybody really got started in the industry. But it's not just the beginning job, is it?
Well, that's the key point. The travel industry is known for its upward mobility, and the skill sets learned in the travel industry are transferable to almost any other profession, say attorney.
Attorney?
Yeah, because the people-to-people interactions and ability to please the customer, and so the travel industry is sometimes misrepresented as just those entry-level, low-paying jobs. But I think if you look around, as you know, I used to manage the Marriott downtown, and 300-some employees, 40, 50 managers making $50,000, $60,000 a year, culinary people making $20 to $25 an hour, and of course entry-level people. Some of those people didn't have jobs before. And so you get your foot in the door and be able to work your way up.
So what's going to happen at the celebration?
At the 14th annual, by the way, celebration, we started this to celebrate, as you know, the frontline associates, those folks that put the smile on the customers when they come, the first and last impression of our city, the front desk clerks, the valet parking attendants, the parking garage attendants, those folks that the customers interact. And we want this to be their day in the sun. In years past, we did a fairly formal and 30 award winner. This year, we're changing it so it's very, very more participatory. So all of the 500, 600 some associates come out are going to be in a sort of a carnival circus type atmosphere, out playing games at the Half Moon Cruise Terminal, weather permitting. We'll do it outside if possible.
Oh, cool.
And then the Decker brothers are going to help host us, and then we'll still do some individual awards, but they're going to have a chance to go out and play and have fun and take the day off and let their hair down. All the teams will have are given a 4x4 mermaid, plywood mermaid, and they're going to decorate those. And then the wavy 10 judges will once again give the Spirit Award to the team that is the most creative in decorating that mermaid.
Now, will you guys give some influence on who should win or who shouldn't win?
I'm one of the judges.
Oh, so we can't influence you then?
Absolutely not.
You're the fair brother.
I might be able to be bought. I'm just saying. But I have some favorite bartenders and waitresses downtown. What's Bob Batcher's favorite restaurant downtown?
Oh, I wouldn't even touch that one.
Come on.
No,
How about an Ocean View or Ghent?
That's just it. Because we eat out a lot. Thank goodness for those tourists, because a lot of this business is around because the tourist dollars will support them. But yeah, we're empty nesters, so why would we want to eat at home?
Can't pick one favorite, right? We've got so many great options in this city.
Actually, Peter, my favorite restaurant is the one that my wife wants to go to that night. How's that?
Good one.
Is that it? Am I learning?
Yeah, and I bet you are a wonderful tipper for those
I had two
frontline
daughters.
workers.
My two daughters were servers, and I got a whole new awareness. I wasn't sure when I spent more money tipping was when my one daughter was a hostess and put us in the bad section, and we needed to improve the night for that guy, or when they were servers. Because that is, I mean, in fact, there was just talk about that with the whole tipping culture in America. I mean, and that is significant in trying to help them
Well,
out.
and as you say, we often say the tourism industry enhances the quality of life for the local citizens, and some folks will, how's that? Well, would we have the major hotels for your daughter to get married in? Would we have the plethora of restaurants and diversity of restaurants? It wasn't for that. And yes, those folks earn their living on gratuities, on tips. And so, the old axiom is it was to ensure promptness is how tips started. But I think they deserve to be compensated, and if they do a good job, and I think most of them do. In fact, our research study we did with ODU recently said the number one thing visitors liked about Norfolk was our people.
That's right.
And you can't buy that.
But a lot of the people that are coming that you're going to be celebrating really are kind of the quiet heroes.
Right.
I mean, if the server is a vital part of your meal, but you're not going to a restaurant because he might, because of that server. You're going there to be served.
Yeah, but you might not come back because of that server. You might go there because of the name and then the menu, but that whole experience is why you're going to come back. And I think that the individual, the personal touch is what puts you over the top.
The celebration is going to be for this server, but what about the viewer? What can they do to enhance the tourism industry?
Vote. We can vote.
Yeah.
That's right. The nominations.
Yeah.
He knows all about
the nominations are online. The nominations are if you're out at a restaurant or staying in one of our hotels or any of our attractions, there should be nomination forms there. You can go to our website, visit norfolktoday.com, and say, I encountered this exceptional service person this past weekend, and give us your name and just a little blurb on what they did to differentiate your experience. There's certain ways, all different ways you can do that. And most of all, just say thank you when you see those folks. Thank you for especially National Tourism Week, that whole first week of May is National Tourism Week. If you encounter a service personnel, just say thank you for what you do to help our economy and help our city.
That acknowledgement. Well, thank you for bringing to our attention the important role that tourism plays in Norfolk, but more importantly, keep it coming.
That's right.
That's the thing. And thanks for your service. I mean, I can't believe I have you on the sofa. This is awesome.
I love being on your show.
Well, appreciate it. And you're going to sing us out?
Can I come back soon?
You sure can.
Then I'll sing.
Okay.
Start the music.
When we come back, we're going to have the real professionals on to talk about Virginia Arts Festival and Harlem. Thank you. Thank you.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. So mama, have a good time. One book could be the most amazing. Helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. Well, the month of May is going to be an awesome month for the city of Norfolk and for you because the Arts Festival is in town. In town. Cynthia Carter-West, Public Relations Director for the Virginia Arts Festival. You are the town with the Arts Festival.
We stay in town. We just have more events going on in April and May. So.
Well, I was going to ask you that because it's a 6-week festival, right?
Well, it's actually 8 weeks now, so.
But it still has kind of an impact year-round, doesn't it?
Well, it does. I mean, we're planning year round. We have education programs year round. We have some other projects that we're hired to do. So we stay busy all the time. But that spring few weeks is when we really shine and have so many world-class artists in our cities of Hampton Roads.
So this is which season now?
We are in our 18th season.
Wow. Now, 18 years ago, Rob Cross was kind of running around the world saying, hey, we're from Norfolk and we want you to come here. But now you have the world calling here.
We do. That's one thing Rob talks about, was that when the first festival first began, he would have to convince people, yes, we will pay you. Yes, we are a real festival. Please come to Norfolk. And now he has many agents and many artists who call and say, we'd like to come and be part of the Virginia Arts Festival.
And then to kind of tie in from the last segment, hotels are packed.
They are, yes.
You have a golden opportunity as a resident of Norfolk to really participate.
You do. I mean, we invite everybody. Right now, about 25% of all of our patrons come from outside of Hampton Roads. So
Wow.
1 in every 4 people at a performance lives somewhere else and has come here for the Virginia Arts Festival. And then they're visiting Norfolk, they're staying in hotels, they're eating in restaurants, and they're shopping. So
Well, I loved it one time we were talking and you said that you've got these artists from around the world that leave you emails and letters about their experience in Norfolk and how they really appreciate it.
they do, and I think they find that people in Norfolk are truly friendly. They'll say, wow, at home nobody talks to you in the elevator, or why, everybody's so friendly here, and they just say hi. It's that wonderful Norfolk hospitality, and it really does make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Christine Faust, Education Director. Now, what's that got to do with Art Festival, to be an Education Director?
We think it has a lot to do with it.
Okay.
So as Cynthia mentioned, we are in our 18th season, and for 18 years now, we have had education as part of the festival. So we believe that when our artists are here, it would be a disservice to our young people to just have our regular paid concert hall performances. So ever since the beginning of the festival, we have made a proactive effort to have student matinees and to go into schools and do many events there. And so actually in the past couple of years, we've expanded to be a year-round education program. So we're actually in schools now November through May.
Okay, and then that brings up the coup of the season, the Dance Theater of Harlem. I mean, whose idea was this? They are awesome. And they don't normally do this kind of thing, do they?
Well, they have actually been to the festival before.
Okay.
But they were on hiatus for several years and now are back touring. And we are very happy to have the Dance Theater of Harlem here for 2 performances on May 17th and 18th at Chrysler Hall. There will be a new piece by Robert Garland, Gloria, that will be performed, and it will be the first time these dancers have performed it to live music. So they'll perform to the Virginia Symphony Orchestra and the Virginia Symphony Chorale. So they are very excited because normally when they're performing, it's to a music track. So for them to perform to live music is very special for them too. And for the audience, it's amazing. It's always wonderful to see a dance program to live music.
Okay, Christine, I'm going to throw these questions toward you because I'm going to be asked to be educated here. But the Dance Theater of Harlem is known for their unique dance. I mean, we're not talking Nutcracker, are we?
It is different. So they do work in the idiom of classical ballet, but they use a lot of different things you might not normally see with a typical ballet company. One thing that's very special about the reason that this whole company exists, actually Arthur Mitchell, he was the first African-American male big-time dancer in America. And after the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., he decided to go back to Harlem, where he's from, and start a company in his own neighborhood and to help youth in his own neighborhood. So out of that, you get a different taste in music. You get a different sense of style that's already coming just at the beginning of that company and what they're trying to accomplish. So you see that with some of the works that they do, and you also see that in their education outreach. They're really, really committed, first and foremost, as an education program, to take dance and to really reach people through that.
Okay, so Cynthia's going to try to get people to sit in the seat and watch it. And buy a
That's
ticket.
true. Yes, that is
You
my
gotta do that.
that is my job.
That's your job. Whereas you're working really in a long-term growth process, aren't you?
Absolutely. And so we're very fortunate that with Dance Theater of Harlem, we have a 3-year partnership. So this is the first year, and we'll have their main company and also their junior company called their Professional Training Program each of the next 3 years. So they've actually already completed their 2014 residency, which is in February. They were here for a week and they did 14 different education events. Some of that was performing for students, telling them about ballet, talking about the science of ballet, the anatomy and the physics that go into it. And some of it was going into pre-existing dance classes. We partnered with the Attucks Theater, who has a wonderful series of dance classes for young people there. So we're not trying to replace anybody's teacher or their existing curriculum, but we're trying to bring in these world-renowned artists to be a great addition and a supplement, and to be very inspiring to go into a dance class and give their perspective and just kind of to add to what the kids are already learning.
So in other words, when the kids show up on May 17th or 18th for the actual performance, they're going to kind of have a hint of what's really going on stage then, right?
Many of them will. It's very exciting that when we partner with these dance classes here in Norfolk, that through the next 3 years, they're going to see the same dancers many times. And so that's what we're really trying to do with this. It's not what we sometimes call drive-by presenting. It's not see it and leave. It's way more meaningful than that.
Well, these kind of programs are really important because I know both my daughters love the arts. One of them's in the arts as a profession. And a lot of it stemmed because when they were in middle school, they were exposed to it.
They are, and it's very important, and as Christine was saying, but this is also a partnership that we have with the Attucks Theater and with the City of Norfolk. So it's another one of those great partnerships that we have with the arts and with the city and with our wonderful venues. So, and then we're reaching students that some of them have never seen a dance performance before. And I was able to go to the program at the Attucks in February when they were here, and just to watch these children's eyes light up, and then they get to ask these dancers questions, and you know, I just think it really has an impact on their life, and that's just really a part of what the Virginia Arts Festival stands for. Is we're so entrenched in making sure that we're reaching students with the arts.
This is awesome, and I'm looking for. Okay, you have how many performances down?
Well, we have a month of performances down, and then we've got 3 more weeks. So we have a lot left to come, and Dance Theater of Harlem is certainly one of our premier events for this season, and we do still have tickets available, and it's vafest.org, or you can call our box office at 282-2822.
Thank you for everything that you guys have done in enhancing our community through education, through the arts, and through performance. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We want to
Bob.
hear from you what you'd like to see on TV 48, but more importantly, what's going on in your neighborhood. Give us a holler at 664-6510. And as usual, it's a wonderful time to be in Norfolk just because of you and you and you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.